Here's a General Electric AM/FM tube-type clock radio, a tube-type long-range clock radio. I'm guessing from around 63 or 4, somewhere around that time period, in a wooden cabinet. Got this from someone on the ARF site. Let's turn it on and see what it does. Of course, it has to warm up a few seconds, since it's a tube radio. Hear the sound of bad filter capacitors. Now I can tell some radio stations are coming through. Now let's try it on AM. Actually have reception on both AM and FM, so this might be a pretty easy fix. Okay, let's have a look at the back. And here's the back cover, model C540C and C541C. Now we'll pull the back and see what kind of interesting design techniques General Electric used for this thing. I just really am amused by these GE radios, because a lot of them are, let's just say, they're very cheaply made and have some interesting designs, but they always seem to work pretty good once they're properly serviced. And here's the chassis, a 6-tube chassis plus a silicon rectifier diode for the power supply. That orange thing there is what we're about to replace. And as you can see, it looks like they just took a plastic-cased radio, stuck it inside of a wooden cabinet. No surprise, GE did that with a lot of radios. Now, the fun part's going to be getting this thing apart and actually being able to work on it. Seems like these GEs were often hard to disassemble, and you had to kind of get inside of their mind to figure out how to get them apart sometimes. And here's the radio with its wooden cabinet removed. You can see, like I said, they just took a plastic radio and stuck it inside of the cabinet, of a wooden cabinet, and that hole there is for a snooze button on models that were so equipped. You'd have thought, being a deluxe model and everything with a wooden cabinet, they would have included a snooze button on top, but I guess not. And here's something interesting. One of the chassis mounting screws is just sticking up there. I don't know why they didn't tighten it down. Typical GE, I guess. Here's our 2-section filter capacitor that we're about to replace. 100 microfarad and 50 microfarad. Looks like a 1965 date code on this. And I think what I'm going to do is just snip the leads right where they go up into the capacitor and mount a terminal strip here on the side of the chassis in order to mount the replacement capacitors. Okay, here we are back together with the filter capacitors installed on a terminal strip. And I guess I shouldn't have been quite as thorough about putting this thing back together without running a full test on it. I guess I must be real sure this thing's going to work. Well, we're working on AM anyway.
FM WMER with Jim Young and Sure.
If them go call my
hospital twice a week for 3 months. Worked out between the chairman of the House Budget Committee.
Armed with information, talk to your doctor.
WSM. Okay, let's try FM.
Caller spot.
Well,
I'm
the
Jane
FM
Clayton,
works
condition
too.
on point.
So sweet taste sensations. Nice with Alice Cooper.
95.1 The Buzz. Navy Files Go Rewards credit card rewards you every day.
We've known each other since we were young. You act like you never handled.
Okay, it's working reasonably well on both AM and FM. Maybe one day we'll do another video and check the alignment and all that good stuff and get it working as best we can get it. I know the IF transformers in these GEs are notorious for giving problems. Sometimes the embedded capacitors in the IF transformer will drift value and cause performance and alignment problems, but for right now we're going to call it quits on this radio. This was pretty much just a basic repair, replacing the electrolytic filter capacitor. Okay, there you go. Thanks for watching, and more to come later.